So Peter Pan is a solid Disney movie, and even though this was made in 1953, it is still more entertaining than Soul. Sorry for the cheap dig, but it's just totally better.
What is all the fuss about? Like, is all this living really worth dying for?
Yeah, not a fan of Soul, and just thought, know what? A cheeky little dig won't go amiss. I thought that this movie, though, worked simply for the fact that Peter Pan, the magic of Peter Pan, how he goes to Neverland and he's from Neverland and he takes these kids to go see Neverland, and it's the magic of, oh, people can fly and everything like that. I think that people get carried away with this a lot as well. And the fact that Captain Hook feels like he carries the entire movie on his back with how great he is as a villain. He's one of the best Disney villains of all time. He's up there with likes of Scar and Jafar, in my opinion, of terms of great movie villains. Out of the Disney lot, that is. And for me, without him being in there as a major villain, and without that magic element of the film, the rest of the movie is quite boring and beige. Because in the centre of the movie, you've just got all this distraction with the stuff with the Indians who live in Neverland and all this other stuff that's in the middle. I just think that's so boring in that middle part of the film, where they could have done something a little bit better. As a whole, I was entertained because it feels like one of those old school cartoon animation movies, and it does give you a laugh at times with the likes of the Captain Hook and Mr. Smee sort of stuff, their connection, and them versing a fucking crocodile. And yeah, I think that the crocodile and the Captain Hook stuff was some of the best stuff in the movie, and Mr. Smee being just Mr. Smee and iconic and everything like that. Those two worked well together. The crocodile felt like the best part about the film because you just couldn't wait to see the ending, and you knew it was coming. It was like they'd foreshadowed it earlier on in the film with the crocodile sniffing around and not able to eat him then. And then when it comes to the end of the film, obviously the crocodile shows up and he gets chased down the stream with a crocodile on his tail. I think that for me was the best part about the film, with that connection that the villain gave to us, that great antagonist, and just wanted to kill Peter Pan. For me, I was all for it because Peter Pan didn't really come across all that interesting. The magic element of him sort of wore off after the first 20 minutes of the film, and that's what I mean, that middle patch of the film where it goes into this other thing with the Indians living on that in Netherland and all this other stuff. I think it just doesn't entertain you as it should. But I do think it gets away with it with the funny stuff with Mr. Smee and Captain Hook, and the beginning part with Peter Pan and the magic elements of the film. I think the ending was great, like we touched on it a second there, with the fight between Peter Pan and Hook, which gets created via Captain Hook finding out where Peter Pan lives on Neverland after Tinkerbell gets a bit jealous that Wendy's getting a bit close to Peter Pan and decides to go, well, this is where he's fucking living, go and kill him. And then she suddenly changes her mind when obviously Peter Pan gets this package, like, oh, there's a bomb, and then he's like, don't open it, and then Tinkerbell gets crushed, and then Peter Pan ends up saving Tinkerbell. And then they end up going to save the kids who are with Captain Hook then. And I think it was an interesting story. I'm not going to hate on it too much because I actually enjoy a lot of the film. It's just that middle patch of the movie which stops it from being an absolute classic. Before we jump back into this video, guys, please do us a massive favour and smash that subscribe button because you do not want to miss a thing this week, next week, and the week after, because we've got tons and tons of content planned for you guys, and you can do us a massive favour by smashing that subscribe button, joining the community, getting updates to all the latest videos from the YouTube shorts to the actual videos. It is well worth it, completely free, and you will not regret it. So to summarise Peter Pan then, this for me is easily a 7.4 out of 10 and a great film. Let us know your thoughts of this movie down in those comments down below, and if you haven't yet checked out our Incredibles movie review, check that out right now.